Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching Nile Cruise on Nile TV, dear viewers. And today from Ahmed Shawky Museum, we bring you today's very exclusive episode of Nile Cruise. Dear viewers, the museum is located on the Nile Corniche in Giza and was established in honor of the Prince of Poets. After returning to Egypt from exile, built a new house in Giza, which became the Ahmed Shawky Museum. And today, dear viewers, we have a very great, wonderful fan of Ahmed Shawky, which is Dr. Ahmed Abdel Maksoud. A very good day, sir. And it's a pleasure to have you with us in today's episode of Nile Cruise.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much for being with us today on Nile Cruise. Today we are at the house or the museum of Ahmed Shawky, the Prince of Poets. Why do you love this place? Why do you always come here?
Actually, you're talking about the Prince of Poets. You know, if we mention Ahmed Shawky, it's very famous everywhere in the world, in the Arab world especially. And you know, he the Prince of Poetry. This is title, nobody can get it except Ahmed Shawky. Yeah, that's why every time I came here in Egypt, I have to come here to just smell, to just see what's going on in this house. I have a very, very good, compact relation between myself and this place.
Dr. Talaat, about the museum, of course, and its location, and the most important collections. What are the most important collections here at the museum, which used to be, of course, the late Ahmed Shawky's house, which you really admire and come and watch and see each time you come and visit Egypt?
Actually, every time, the best place I would like to see every time is his draft. Because when you see how he write his poets, it's like amazing, you know. Everybody liked the history, and I like the history so much. And the way he write his poets is very beautiful and wonderful. This is the best place or the best issues here. I like to see it every time. And instead of the bedrooms, because you know everybody had a bedroom, but handwriting, it's amazing thing.
Dr. Talaat, you said that you always come here when you come to visit Egypt. Where do you live now? Where do you reside? In which country?
I live in the United States of America in Washington.
In the US, so that's a long way, but you come here every time you come to Egypt?
Actually, I came here every 2 years.
Every 2 years?
Yes.
So what made you love Ahmed Shawky in the first place? The poetry, the songs, his life? What made you attracted to him and his life?
Of course, when we are young, the first things we listen to Kalsoum, which is in sing Nahg al-Burda, and the other song is I can't remember the names, but first of all, yeah.
But the songs made you attached to him.
Exactly.
To the words.
Exactly. And when we was young too, when we came here to the River Nile and see what's this house, this belongs to whom, that's the first things to take your eyes to see what's going on. What's this house? It's a beautiful house from outside, of course.
Sir, you're an Egyptian that lives in the United States.
Yes, absolutely.
What do you do back there in the United States? What do you do? What's your work?
Actually, I'm a business owner here, so I running some of the business, which is most of the probably is like health advisor. Yeah.
Do you like writing poems?
Yeah, but not in Arabic language, but it's like slang language. You know.
The world now is about materialistic things, and as you said, you're a businessman. You're about business and money, and everything is changing every day and every hour in this day and age. How did Ahmed Shawky affect your life and affect the lives of millions in Egypt, in the Middle East, and in the world with his words about love and affection and being close to one another?
Actually, you know, in the United States, money is not important. I know this is the American mentality that they always looking for the money. But if you make a combination between the Egyptian cultures and the American cultures, you're going to be very, very specialized. For myself, I like to be like 50% American and 50% Egyptian, of course. Yes. But my roots is here. That's why I'm always listening to the Arab musics. I'm old age, of course. I'm I'm not young. That's why I live most of my time here. I born and raised in Egypt. I get my education in high school here, the college here. That's why I like Egypt so much. But nobody can take me from Egypt in whatever the money is. And let me speak frankly with you. That's money is the same. But
Yes.
the style of the life is a change. That's it. That's the difference between Egypt and any other country. The way of life. If we, with our president, if you let me talk about this, if we are going behind our president Sisi, I'm be sure that our new generation is going to be more educated and more cultured than any other American. And believe me, maybe the American people, they don't have the culture. They had the knowledge which is getting from difference, like CNN, like Fox News. That's what they know. That's why that's my duty too in Egypt, in America. When I'm talking with any American people, even with the senators, which I met a lot of them,
But
sometimes.
we have the culture here, and we have the roots here.
Of course,
Yes.
this is the roots. You know, sometime you found a group of American looking for one stone, and that's make me more attention to ask them, what you looking for? He say, oh, you know how old this stone? I say, okay, tell me how old is it? They say 200 years. I say 200 years. We have some shops selling falafel and fool since maybe 2,000 years, and he's
Yes.
surprised for this.
Sir, of course, as a fan of Ahmed Shawky, and of course, he has a wonderful, great museum. Ahmed asked you about what catches your eye when you come into this museum. I'd like to ask you about what are the most important features that characterized his own work as a poet, of course, and the most important personal qualities of his writings.
I think because, you know, I consider him as one of my family, you know. It's a feeling, that's it. You have a feel. If you have this feeling, you're going to feel with everything here. Not something specific, but everything here, you have.
No, I'm not discussing the museum. I'm discussing the writings of the late poet Ahmed Shawky. Which is the poem, for example, that really attracts you, or you really feel admiring when you are listening to or reading?
You mean which one, which pottery, which the favorite pottery?
Yes.
Nahg al-Borda, of course. Yeah, I like it so much. It's take me to Saudi Arabia, to Mecca, to Medina, to our prophets Muhammad, of course. They make me very, very proud with the Islam, of course. Not the Islam which they talking about it right now, but the real Islam which is built on peace, only peace.
Yes, speaking of peace, and you've also love Abdel Halim Hafiz, and you love the people and the people of romance from this generation, Kulthum, Ahmed Shawky, Abdel Halim Hafiz afterwards, and of course Muhammad Abdul Wahab, great names of this era. Speaking of a quick comparison, living here in Egypt with those names and living in the United States, do you think it is better to be living within those great names, within this history and culture, or to be living in the United States with other names and other figures? What makes you like it better, the way of living?
There is no comparison. You cannot say that you can compare between America and Egypt. But actually, you're going to be, number one, you're going to be very, very specific if you make a combination between the good culture, you know what I mean, and you have to put 5, 6 dashes underneath of good culture, of the Egyptian good culture and the good American culture, because every country had two sides, like a coin, has two sides, has two faces, good culture and bad culture. But if you make a combination between these two good culture, you're going to be very, very specific. Everybody, they're going to attract it to you. Everybody want to listen to you. Everybody going to believe you, which is very, very important that when you talk to somebody, he believe you.
Sir, your final words about this great, renowned, legendary poet, of course, Ahmed Shawky.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are your final words?
It's upstairs in the second level, I think. And this room, it belongs to his son before. That's why the museum, I think, it changed the two rooms because his son and the daughter, they take their furnitures and they keep it after President Sadat buy the house from his son in 1977, I think. And he changed it to the awards, and the other rooms is for the draft. You have upstairs, if you let me do that.
Yes, yes.
And upstairs we have four rooms. Two bedding room, one belongs to the Prince Ahmed Shawky and the other one belongs to his wife. And you're gonna see amazing thing that he wrote very small words in her bed. That's why I'm insist to say the Egyptian people, they respect their wife and they love their wife, not like the other or European culture think that we are savages. The people here are savage. No. We love our wives. We love our daughters. We love the sisters. That's why he say happy dreams in his bed. And I complete it's four rooms, two bedrooms, and one for the draft, and the other for his office. He had a very nice office facing the River Nile.
What's the draft, sir? Define the drafts for the viewers, please.
Yeah, there is a special room for his draft. What he written,
What he used to write.
a pottery. Yeah. And poets, yeah.
Yes, Dr. Talaat Abdel Maksoud, a big fan of Prince of Poets Ahmed Shawky. Thank you very much for being with
You're
us
welcome.
today.
I'm so
Nile
happy
Cruise.
to be with Egyptian TV, and I hope that I did my.
No, it was
So,
great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
so much.
Thank you so much, Dr.
You're welcome. Thank
Talaat
you.
Abdel Maksoud. The viewers stay with us. We'll be back again. Don't go away.